Alright, here we go. Here we are yet again. Ooh, Sniper Ridge. It was... Alright, so this game has been sent to me by... what am I gonna call you, mate? M1 Garandad, because I like the M1 Garand. It was my favorite weapon in Medal of Honor and... Well, not Call of Duty. Yeah, but Medal of Honor is surely one of the more famous ones. So this is this map, which has straight areas and shit. So... That's nice. It also has ramps, and it has mains, and all kinds of things like minerals and kakaroos. Yes, kakaroos on the wrong tile set is basically the only acceptable critter because it doesn't block anything. So you'll see a lot of kakaroos. So we have a very originally named Spurglord. So I made a joke. Spurglord is of course M1 Garanda, the dude who sent me, and Evil Eye is a guy. Ooh, I'm not gonna start to rhyming. Evil Eye is a guy. No. Is a Protoss, actually. So most definitely a guy. Anyway, I made a joke. I never really know. Well, I'm always joking, especially when it comes to the Discord. I am always there to either entertain or diffuse the situation. I've had to diffuse the situation when it came to M1 Garandad a couple of times already, when it got a little bit too deep into 20th century European history and all that. But it was fun because, you know, there's a couple of history nerds around as well. So, yeah. Then I made a joke because he wanted to send me a replay. And nice extracted trick, by the way. You want to send me a replay, so how do you do that? Well, you send an email to grethsc@gmail.com, and so just that, he asked. Well, I'm paraphrasing because it was a long conversation and boring, as most conversations are. And I said, no, you need a long form mail, properly business etiquette, all the standards and everything there, and a short description of the game, because I want basically people who send me the emails to write out the full script of what happens in the email in the replay, so I don't have to do any sort of creativity on my own. This, of course, was slightly humorous in nature. Is that probe gonna do something? My God, but there's already here. Look, but this is, you know, there's some competence here. You know, there's some competence here. These, yeah, look at that. The drone claims the victory, so we're gonna have a hatch with a single kill. Too bad that doesn't happen. But yeah, so he went and did that. He took the joke literally, and I don't know if it was probably humorously as well. I never know, because he's called Spurglord, so maybe he is on the spectrum. And he took it very seriously. Anyway, I'm going to read that email at the end of this game. It's quite glorious. So I now want everyone to do that. So everyone who sends me an email, long form, business standards, everything you want, just Google it and just follow that template. But of course, describe in at least 1,000 words. Describe the game, but no, don't spoil it. Because that's important as well, because my reactions have to be genuine, because of course I never watch a replay beforehand before casting it. That's actually more or less true. Sometimes I'm a little wary about the size of replays, and if it's a really long one I will scroll through it, except if it's an NHFFA, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I've been slowing down on the videos a little bit because I'm going to try and make up for lost time, but I am in a very busy 2 weeks, let's say, so I was rather uninspired when I go home. So we have speed on the Lings and nothing else, I'm guessing, or there's just not been any gas mining. There's some mania thing going on, but these are... I'm having the same problem. These are slowlings, so no gas has been mined. Okay. That's okay, I don't judge. Meanwhile, we have a really weird placement on the photon cannons, making it so the Hydras can just go to fucking town on this ship. But no gas on the expansion yet either, and then we have the cybernetics core, hurrah. We already have another base going down. This is an interesting location, isn't it? Yes, quite. But is that going to get spotted by the probe? We will never know. So we do have speed being researched. Hurrah for the superior senses. And perhaps a lair? Oh look, that probe is gonna see that third. Rah rah. Because this has been scouted by the other probe, well, by the same probe, perhaps. Again, we'll never know. The Kakaroo, however, is flapping majestically. And two rather excited zealots. I'm going to move in and deal some damage to that base. So I hope everyone's enjoyed. I actually was surprised by the amount of subscribers I've gained. I never asked for subscription, so I won't stop. I won't stop now. I will not stop not asking for. Yeah, alright. Sunken colony might not be enough. 2 Zerglings come to aid the warping sunken colony. Oh no, 3 Zerglings. Oh, we're in for a treat. Hey, cancelling, saving that. The Zerglings have speed now. That has been revealed. There's some more Zerglings there, and they might just be enough. Oh, look, more even. Wow, this is a whole thing. But positioning, look at that. You don't want to attack that. No, 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 no. That's a trap. Going to do a little bit of surround there, though, and that's going to be quite costly, but still, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, we've got a lair. Hey, we've got a hydrant. Hey, we've got a living jelly. It's too late. You hire this thing. If it's, you want to do 50% completion on the lair, get the hydrant, and then they pop simultaneously. Boom, here come the ready or not. Come on. Do it, do it, do it. He doesn't have the minerals. Speed first then? Perhaps, maybe, no? Okay, 200 now. You got to 200. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. What are you doing? Are you saturating mineral lines and stuff? Is that why this is not happening? I'm very, very disappointed. Very, 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 very. Okay, so nothing really. No Hydras, no attempt at an assault. More Zealots, though. This is interesting. He said genuinely. A lot of gateways, some speed on those Zealots, and look at them vamoose. There's no question that speed enhancement Zealots are more easily to spot than the Zerglings. The Zerglings are also very easy to spot. But, yeah, I think they have speed. I'm not quite certain at this point, but that's fine. We've got some Templars. We've got the things. We have... Yay! We've got the things now. Okay, so, this is going to be interesting. This is still going to get cleaned up, I'm thinking. It's going to be a little awkward dealing with the Zerglings and a couple of deaths in the Zealots there now, but this is still... Wow, okay, those drones even going to town. A little bit of more links. He's not going to be able to pick this up. That's actually a mistake here, going for that drone. Why is he going for the drone? Why did you do that, my man? You were probably not going to take out the expansion regardless, but that's a bit of a miscue there, let's call it that. Yeah, more Zealots. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good thing. I don't know if he even bothered with the range on the other units that the Brodos can make. I'm not sure of the name right now, but, well, they're not really important. So going for the Lurkers, and then halfway through, going for that Spire, maybe to snipe the science vessels. And, yeah, hatcheries, that's also fine. Okay, we've got a... No, he's serious about this or what? Why would you be here? Dude, look, the robot, where are you going? Are you going to snipe the floating, Oh yeah, photo cannon. Yeah, that's the biggest threat here right now. Why aren't there scourges in your base? There is no, even if there were any sort of floating things, you'd need detection for them, because are you thinking like sniping shuttles? What? Ah! Okay, another Zealot stream of confidence. Oh, look, no, the Templar, yeah. It's a little late now, it's a little late, you missed your shot, it's alright. You damaged them, they're scared, you're not gonna... Okay. These are hold positioned. No, they're not. They were, I thought they were. What happened there? I want to know what happened there. were they queued over here? We've got the Hydras now. We've got Mutalisks. He's doing everything. Okay, so now there's quite a few more here now. The Sunkens are taken out. So that's not as good as it could have been hoped. The Mutalisks are good. Now, here's the thought. Mutalisks are in the air. They can't really deal with Zealots, because by the time they're done with the Zealots, everything is dead. But they can snipe Templars, and they can also be targeted quite sneakily by Templars. So the Mutalisks aren't stupid. It's just that going for both the most gas-intensive armies that Zerg has to offer might provide to be a problem now that the third gas has died and there's no other expansions in sight. But that's fine. We've got a third going for Prodars. I would do the same. We've got Archons, because Archons are amazing and they are quite good against Mutalisks unless they are microed, which I'm not really hoping for at this point. That expansion's gonna go back up. It's gonna take a little while. Still don't know why the Scourges were there though. Still don't know. Probably a misclick. But why would they go to the fucking... That's a lot of cannons! Yeah, you want to deal with that right now. But there's... Oh, look, there's the goons now. And do they have range? I don't know. There's a single lurker. This is good. But that didn't last very long, because now there are reasons for Scourge. Reasons for Speed Overlords. More like. Oh, this timing's going to be good, though. Sending in everything he can muster here right as the cannons start warping in, but it's not going to be in time, because they will get taken out. So Mutalisks are not being microed in the slightest, but that's okay. Which I had to explain. That's another thing that is actually quite important to mention, is that new players have no idea about the damage system in Brood War, because it's an ancient and very elegant way to deal with a unit balance, which is much better than the band-aided piece of shit that they made for Starcraft 2 with against bio and against mechanical, because that depends on adding damage. That's the big problem. Brood War removes damage at all stages. Deal with the Dragoon. Please don't let the Mutalisk die. The units are small, medium, and large, and the damage does percentages based on what size they're attacking. So you have your explosive does 100%, does full damage to large. Concussive does full damage to small. And then you've got normal damage, which does normal damage to everything. Alright? And it's never adding damage. So micro stays important, because in StarCraft 2, more damage... This is a nice lurker block, by the way. Nothing's really coming because he's given up, because there's nothing left. But that's a good block. That's the thing. It never adds damage. So in StarCraft, you could have siege tanks that does stupid amounts of stupid to stupid units, and then everything dies. But in StarCraft, the actual one, you have Zerglings, which are small. They get 25% damage. Am I saying this right? Yeah. Or 70 or 50. I think it's 50 damage from explosive. So Zerglings, because they're small, get less damage from explosive, so they can survive 1 or 2 hits. Because tanks overkill, so they select the first unit they see, Zerglings actually have a chance at charging siege tanks, for instance. You know, again with this expansion. There's another one here. Yeah, you noticed. Okay. This expansion really must die. But now there's a front door problem. You didn't have range on the Hydras, did you? Are you doing the range now? Because otherwise this should not have been a problem. But okay, yeah, that's nice. So this expansion is going to go down in exchange for your natural. Don't know what the Templar are doing here, but I'm sure they're doing a good job. But anyway, the point to make is that the damage system is, of course, superior, but it is something that's not explained in the game. I mean, Lurkers do normal damage, but they just do Subterranean Spines damage 20. Yeah? Zerglings, same thing. They do normal damage to everything, 5. Yeah? But Scourge are a bad example. Hydralisks do 10 damage, but they're explosive, so they only do full damage to things like Dragoons. And they do half damage, I think, to Zealots, so only 5. And then 75% to medium units, so to Hydralisks. So Hydra fights are actually, they're all not doing the 10 damage. So, it's weird, and I think Zerg's gonna win this. Bye-bye Lurkers, they were never seen again. And yeah, this is looking bad. Is he really gonna go for a base raid? Listen, in the real Starcraft, you don't want to go for a base raid. It never really works, especially not against a Zerg, whose production is instant, basically. So don't do it. Base raids in Starcraft 2 are possible, and I don't know why, because it's bad and awful. You're gonna do a lot of damage here, though. Lurk is having fun. Oh, they're like they're not reaching one probe, yeah. See, 20 damage, boom, done. But that's the thing, we need to, that's something that completely faded from my mind. He's actually doing the base raid quite well, actually. Oh dear, that's a storm. That's a nasty storm. Nasty storm! Base raid is actually gonna work. Okay. But oh no, there's not. Okay, never mind. There's no expansions from Zerg. Oh, I see. Run the drones away. These are your last drones. Remember Zaz in the campaigns. Never make a building with your last drone. Well, you're probably gonna have to. This is gonna get cleaned up. This is. Alright. Zerg surrendered. I have no idea about the flow of this game. It was really confusing. They both... It's just what... So you still had 700 in the bank, but that was a large force. I really thought that Protoss made a mistake going for your base, but apparently there was literally nothing there. Alright, so my mistake. Always hard to tell, you know, when you can't really rely on the actions of the people playing. There's a swastika on this map. That's a bona fide swastika. Okay, that's also fitting for the discussion we had in Discord. But, alright, so I have here the email, which I will now read. So, the Hunters Free for All, Monday, October 24th, 2016. Grandad, aka Spurglord, Dicey Cup Ladder, D-Rank Zerg, Spurglord versus C-Rank Protoss, Evil Eye. Oh wow, okay. Map is Sniper Ridge 2.0, played during its Map of the Week bonus, Dear Greth. The email contains a moderate-length game, 16 minutes, with plenty of action to follow between the two players. I play as a Zerg player under the ID Spurglord versus a C-Rank Protoss player ID Evil Eye on the ladder that was humble enough to risk playing against me and losing extra points, which he almost did, by the way. In this game, I would look for how both players try to make a comeback against their opponent when they inflict devastating blows to each other that would normally knock out most players. I believe in a policy of never give up, never surrender, which often makes for more interesting games by the time late game rolls around. The most exciting part about this game is how both players handle their deficits in their openings and after they incur damage from enemy attacks. I believe this replay has its fair share of fails from both players, as there are definitely funny moments you can point and laugh at, units being thrown away. Yep, did that. Ultimately, especially Scourges and Zealots. Ultimately, the replay is one of the more interesting games I've played this week. Oh, you poor you. Because you never know who's going to win until the final blow has been struck. Yeah, that's actually true, because when the game ended, I thought, what the hell? So, yeah, I hope you enjoy watching and casting the Vidrep for this game, as I have enjoyed playing it. Whether you win or lose, it's always nice to have a GG. Sincerely, M1 Garandad. So there you go. This is the standards upon I will I will mete out judgment to other replays that have been sent me. Of course not. But I thought it was cute. He took the joke as far as it could be. Done. Yes. Too bad I bungled the whole thing, because I really didn't see anything that happened in this game. So for you to decide whether the things said in the email were actually happening. I found it strange though. There were a lot of things happening, mostly around that at 3 o'clock. But yeah, right. GG guys. On to the next one. Hurrah.